Welcome everyone. Thanks a lot for staying with us. You're watching Plain Speak with me, Shivani Gupta. It's just 7 days to go for the Pran Pratishtha at Ram Temple, and Prime Minister Narendra Modi has made a big pitch for it again today in Andhra Pradesh. He said Ram Rajya is the symbol of good governance and that in Ram Rajya every voice is being heard. Prime Minister will be visiting Tripura Sri Ramaswamy Temple in Kerala, which is dedicated to Lord Ram, later this evening. This will be his third temple visit connected with Ram or Ramayan during his Anushthan after Panchvati and Andhra Pradesh. Now, even as Prime Minister's South visit is acting as a big precursor to the January 22 event, the opposition is also restless. While most of them have either declined the invite to be part of this ceremony or are still non-committal, they do worry if the BJP will run away with the benefit of the sentimental euphoria alongside the event. Aam Aadmi Party has now reignited its Sundarkand recitation in Delhi. The party will now conduct as many as 2,600 such parts in a clear, big move to cash in before January 22. Congress UP leaders, for example, have already taken a dip in the Saryu, while many leaders are now finalizing temple visits in different states on the very same day as the Pran Pratishtha. And this is along opposition parties. Most opposition leaders want to stress the message that they are not against Hindus or their faith, but don't want to be seen at a BJP event either. This approach, though, is also finding no fans amongst the likes of AIMIM chief Asaduddin Owaisi. He has attacked all such opposition parties, India alliance parties basically, for towing the BJP and RSS line and essentially, according to him, being no different than the BJP and the RSS. Is he correct when he says this is nothing but competitive hindutva? Is this serious devotion for Lord Ram by opposition members, or is it a competition for votes? We'll take that question to our guests in just a bit, but first up, let me just play out the war of words ahead of the Pran Pratishtha between the AIMIM and the Aam Aadmi Party. This is after the Aam Aadmi Party announced that there will be Sundarkand recitations that they will hold in every assembly constituency yet again. So Asaduddin Owaisi came out and criticized the Aam Aadmi Party, saying that they are indulging in competitive hindutva. Aam Aadmi Party said that they don't need a certificate from every leader. They have, of course, shooed away the criticism that has come their way. Asaduddin Owaisi has also gone on to say that essentially this is following the Sangh Parivar. He has asked, how are you any different from Narendra Modi or the RSS if you are doing what you're doing? He has also accused parties like the Congress and the Shiv Sena UBT for also playing this same competitive hindutva, or what we used to call soft hindutva card. Arvind Kejriwal-led Aam Aadmi Party has only said that Kejriwal believes in his religion and therefore he is going to be taking part in the Sundarkand part, which he did this evening. But let's talk about the Aam Aadmi Party's plan to revive the Sundarkand parts in the national capital. Now, this is not the first time that this is happening, because earlier also they had announced it just after coming to power the last time. So this is something that is happening even as they are non-committal. They are saying officially they have not received the invite for the Pran Pratishtha, but they'll decide as and when they do so. They haven't said no just yet. But meanwhile, they have declared that the Sundarkand Pans will be organized once every month, and this is going to be taking place on the first Tuesday of every month. The Sundarkand parts will be organized not just at the Vidhan Sabha level, but in every ward and even at the mandal levels. They're asking their party machinery to do this. The party's plan is that 2,600 such programs will take place just in the national capital. Remember, the Aam Aadmi Party had first announced this similar program post the 2020 election results. In that election campaign too, the Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal had declared himself a Hanuman Bhakt. In fact, he also visited the Hanuman Temple in Connaught Place in Delhi as his first pit stop after the election results were declared. So, AAP could claim that this is not something they're doing just ahead of January 22. This is something they have done in the past. But why are they reviving the Sundarkand part, which had fizzled away? They weren't really being conducted regularly in different parts of the national capital. Why have they revived this tradition now is a question they must answer. Meanwhile, the Congress's said confusion over Ram Mandir has also been talked about. And here too the party has some explanation to do. Because they procrastinated for as many as 14 days, 2 weeks, on the invite for the Pran Pratishtha, and then they finally, the top brass finally declined that event on that invite on January 10th. Many could argue the fact that it took them so long to decide whether they should go or not in itself means that they were also weighing the political pros and cons before deciding. But there is confusion as far as the rank and file is concerned, because local leaders, grassroots leaders openly expressed dissatisfaction immediately after this invite was rejected. An announcement was made by Jairam Ramesh on Twitter. The next day, though, there was again a confused messaging, because the Congress leadership said that the UP Congress unit will be visiting Ayodhya. They can be part of the Pran Pratishtha as well if they want to be. And just a day ago, you had the Uttar Pradesh Congress delegation led by Dipender Hooda, Ajay Rai and Akhilesh Pratap Singh taking a dip in the Saryu on the occasion of Makar Sankranti. Many opponents questioning their confusing stand, as has been done by Asaduddin Owaisi as well. So is Owaisi correct? Is there comparative Ram Niti going on? Is it happening because of any devotion? Because parties believe that fundamentally they do stand for Lord Ram? Or is it primarily a competition for votes ahead of an election year? We'll take that to our guest next.
They are into hindutva politics. What we are seeing in the country is competitive hindutva politics.
देखिए, मुझे नहीं लगता कि मुझे उनकी बात का जवाब देना चाहिए। मैं तो हनुमान जी से प्रार्थना करूंगा कि उनको भी, ओवैसी साहब को भी हनुमान जी आशीर्वाद दें।
हर भारतवासी के लिए राम मंदिर एक आस्था का इशू है। इट इज अ डीपली फेल्ट इमोशनल इशू फॉर crores and hundreds of crores of Indians.
Let's go across to our guest joining us. Anuja Kapoor is spokesperson of the BJP. Abhinandan Mathur is joining us from the Aam Aadmi Party. Kapil Madan, lawyer, political activist, leans towards the Congress Party. And I'm also joined with Bilal Khan, lawyer and political analyst. So, Bilal Khan, why is it so wrong for a party like the Aam Aadmi Party or for the Congress leaders to visit Ayodhya or, conduct any Sundarkand part? Why is it that the likes of Asaduddin Owaisi don't like it? Not every politician is going to play their politics according to Mr. Owaisi, isn't it?
ओवैसी की पॉलिटिक्स और आम आदमी पार्टी राइट नाउ इज सेम। कुछ भी जो भी है धर्म के आधार पर है, यू नो बेटर देन राम मंदिर का जो इन्वेंट हुआ है, जो सारी चीज़ें हैं अकॉर्डिंग टू द लॉ। सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने जो जजमेंट दिया उसके बाद कुछ लोगों को इसमें पॉलिटिक्स करनी है। ये ओवैसी का स्टेटमेंट और जो आम आदमी का सुंदरकांड का मामला है, ये दोनों ही मिक्सअप पॉलिटिक्स है। देखिए, अगर कहें कि राम सबके हैं तो इसमें कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, बात सही बात है, सबके हमारे भी आराध्य हैं, मुसलमानों के भी हैं। अगर ये चाहते हैं कि राम नहीं है तो हमें
We'll connect with Bilal Khan in just a bit. But let me go across to Kapil Madan as well. Kapil, is Mr. Owaisi not right when he suggests that there is comparative hindutva going on? You don't want to attend the Pran Pratishtha event because, you will become smaller players in a larger BJP or a Prime Minister show. But the Congress party and its leaders still do what they accuse the BJP of. In election times, they visit temples. Right now, the UP unit is taking a dip in the Saryu. Rahul Gandhi, we are being told, is going to visit a temple in Guwahati on January 22. So, if you are going to keep showing your devotion in public at all times, how are you any different than the BJP or the RSS? Is Mr. Owaisi's question.
Now, let me give you a very interesting, data point, and I'll be very precise in what I say. BJP's vote share, in the last election was about, 36, it was in 30%. So we have more than 80% of our population as Hindu population. So are you saying that the people who don't vote for BJP, are they not Hindus? If someone who is not aligned with the ideology of BJP, are they not allowed to practice their faith? It could be, any faith. So the point I'm trying to make here is that there are several and considerable Hindu population that does not vote for BJP, and they don't identify their idea of religion with the philosophy that BJP wants to propagate. Now let me come back to what the opposition is saying. Now, what is opposition is saying? Mr. Rahul Gandhi has recently said during his Nyaya Yatra that every individual and a Congress worker is free to go because it is a matter of faith. If you are invited, or even if you are not invited, if you want to go, you can go anywhere because it's a matter of faith. Congress as a political party is neutral in the matters of religion that treats every religion equal. That's the essence of his recent statement. Now, I find it very, very, questionable that if an opposition leader goes to a temple because just because he is not from the BJP, will you take away his right to practice his own religion,
No,
his
but this
own
is a
faith,
question
his
not
own
coming from
belief?
me. This is a question
Now,
coming from
no,
Asaduddin Owaisi. Why are you asking me?
no, the point is, no, I
Why
am
is
asking
Asaduddin
because
Owaisi, who is
essentially,
a secular politician, according to
now,
the Congress also, questioning the Congress and the Aam Aadmi Party's secularism? And he has done so in the
no, the
past too.
point now, Shivani, the point is, I don't see Mr. Owaisi also has any right to question anyone's religion because Mr. Owaisi himself, if Mr. Owaisi talks about his religion, because his politics is very focused, and it is also based on religion. No one, I mean, Mr. Owaisi does not have any right to question any other individual coming from a different opposition party, which is not a BJP, to question if they go to the temple because it's a matter of their own faith.
Okay, so
I
Bilal is
don't see
back
any
with us.
logic.
Let
I
me
don't
just
see any
take that.
logic.
Let me just quickly take that to him. Who is Asaduddin Owaisi to question anybody else's politics on religion or otherwise? Because as Kapil Madan is saying, Asaduddin Owaisi खुद अपनी politics सिर्फ Muslim issues पे करते हैं, सिर्फ मुसलमानों को address करके करते हैं, सिर्फ Muslim issues की बात करते हैं. तो वो कौन होते हैं किसी से पूछने वाले कि आप धर्म पे राजनीति कर रहे हैं?
नहीं, और भी पार्टीज करती हैं, ओनली नॉट वैसी प्लेइंग ए पॉलिटिक्स. इसमें तो बीजेपी डायरेक्टली इन्वॉल्व है क्योंकि राम के नाम से, मंदिर के नाम से हमेशा से आपने देखा होगा जिस तरीके से ये शुरुआत से ही ये सिर्फ और मंदिर मस्जिद, और आपने देखा होगा घर वापसी और 80-20, ये जो मुद्दे रहते हैं, इनकी आइडियोलॉजी जो है वो पूरे भारत देश को पता है कि किस तरीके से राजनीति में हमेशा से इनका यही रहता है. कि जिसमें अवसरुद्दीन ओवैसी ने कह दिया, वो भी अपनी राजनीति कर रहे हैं, ठीक है, कहा, अच्छी बात है, उन्होंने कोई गलत इसमें कहा, बताइए मुझे क्या गलत है अगर उन्होंने ये कहा कि बीजेपी, क्योंकि वो भी करते हैं, ये भी कर रहे हैं, सब लोग करते हैं, केजरीवाल जी कर रहे हैं, कांग्रेस हो, आम आदमी पार्टी हो, एआईएम हो, बीजेपी हो, तो वो सब पॉलिटिक्स के लिए कर रहे हैं. देखिए, एक राम की बात है, वो सबके लिए अराज्य है, मेरे लिए भी एज ए मुस्लिम, मेरे लिए भी बहुत मायने रखते हैं, और जो हमारे और भी भाई हैं, हिंदू भाई, उनके लिए भी बहुत वो है, हम उनका सम्मान करते हैं. लेकिन कोई लोग अगर इसको कहे, बांटने की बात कहे, राजनीति के लिए उनको इन्वॉल्व किया जा रहा है, बार बार उस पर स्टेटमेंट दिया जा रहा है, तो वो गलत है. क्योंकि जो जिनकी शुरुआत ही इस चीज को लेके की है, वो लोग इस चीज पे सवाल ना उठाएं. भारतीय जनता पार्टी हमेशा से ही हिंदू मुस्लिम की
BJP तो
राजनीति
in
करती
any
है, वो
ways
सबको पता
condemned
है.
as a party that is communal and of course uses religion. But in this case, what is being questioned or what is on test is how secular are other parties. They claim to be self-confessed secular, but are they truly? Have they also not mixed politics and religion, even policy and religion, as much as any other party in the country may have? Abhinandita Mathur, I'm coming to you. It is so obvious on the face of it. Suddenly, after 4 years, the Aam Aadmi Party is reviving this Sundarkand Path tradition. This was first launched and announced in the aftermath of the 2020 election victory, and then it fizzled out. So what is the justification by the Aam Aadmi Party to revive this now, but for the fact that you want to cash in on the sentiment ahead of January 22?
Namaskar, Shivani. First of all, I don't think that there is a good time or a bad time to pray. You know, I don't think that anybody needs to give a justification कि आज हम भगवान का नाम क्यों ले रहे हैं. I think that it is time for everybody, you know, to find whatever their faith is and sort of dwell into it in a certain way, in a local way, in a personal way, in a community way, and actually, you know, introspect and find the shanti that we need today. So I don't think that there is any need for a justification of why we are doing
But
this
why
today.
not? Why not 3 months ago? Why not 6 months ago? You've been in power for the last 4 years.
This is
In
not a
this
government.
term.
This is not a government program. This is an initiative of the Aam Aadmi
Sure,
Party.
let me ask as a party representative, why now? Again, that question will be asked. Opposition is very
Why
quick
not?
to question
Why not
timing.
is that?
No,
Why not is what
I'm not
that does.
questioning your motives. I'm only questioning the timing. The opposition is always very quick to question timing
Look,
of anything that the government or the BJP may do. Here, your timing will also be questioned.
I'll answer.
Yeah.
So even if we were to sort of question the timing for a second, I think that the fact that, you know, Hanumanji was one of the greatest lover of Lord Ram. You know, this is the time to actually, because it is happening in the context, absolutely. Of course, it is happening in the context of the inauguration of the Ram Mandir, and why not?
Okay.
See, देखिए, one thing we have to understand, and I think सारे जो दर्शक हैं उनको भी ये बात समझ आएगी that प्रभु राम जो हैं या कोई भी भगवान वो किसी एक के नहीं है, वो डेफिनेटली किसी एक पार्टी के नहीं है. Today the BJP is going out and giving invitation cards as if उनके बेटे की शादी है, as if उनके घर का प्रोग्राम है.
नहीं, BJP
That's
is
not
not
true.
giving
I am a
invites.
Hindu, you are a Hindu, somebody is a Hindu or a Muslim or whatever. The Lord Ram, is everybody's.
No, fair
And
enough.
we are also
There is
lots
absolutely
of,
no
and we are
discussion
also
on that.
lots of Hanumanji.
But how do you
We
respond?
is not
Prabhu
inviting
Ram.
Advani ji and Mulli Manoj Joshi ji.
So,
Abhinandita ji,
We
but
have
the
not
question
been
that
invited.
arises is that this attack on the Aam Aadmi Party and its quote-unquote secular credentials has not come from the BJP today. It has come from a politician who will say that they are on the side of secular politics in India. In fact, they have accused the Aam Aadmi Party along with the Congress and the likes of Shiv Sena, UBT. In any case, Shiv Sena was earlier not considered secular. It has become secular only since it joined the Congress party. I leave that aside. It is questioning your comparative Hindutva, that you are essentially no different in your politics and in your approach to woo the Hindu voter than the BJP or the RSS. This is what Mr. Owaisi is saying.
Yes, I don't think that don't think that it is necessary for us to actually respond to what respected Mr. Owaisi is saying. वो तो बहुत सारी चीजें बोलते हैं और वो कई बार ऐसी चीजें बोलते हैं that we don't agree with at all and find extremely problematic. What his agenda is, it is his place. You can ask him, but we have no response to what Mr. Owaisi is saying. We would just always pray for his well-being, and all communities' voices should have equal strength in this country. So we have no problem with anybody, but I don't think that we need to respond to Mr. Owaisi. He says many things, and sometimes his intentions are a bit dubious.
Okay. Anuja Kapoor, I want to come to you. What do you make of the fact that all opposition parties are doing their own thing? They don't want to be part of of this event, which is being termed a Modi or a BJP event in Ayodhya. But they're also not shying away from celebrating the occasion. The opposition parties also have a point that it's not as if they can't do it their own way. Why should the BJP have any objection if Arvind Kejriwal's party is organizing Sundarkand parts now in Delhi? You should be happy and welcoming it.
So Shivani, Happy New Year to you and to all the viewers, and Jai Shri Ram. Now, this is the music for some and a noise to the opposition. I would only appreciate the other panelists. Please don't speak in between when I would be speaking. So first thing and foremost, when I just heard, which really touched my heart in a very, very negative way, that was that ki बीजेपी के कौन से बेटे की शादी है जिसके कार्ड बांट रहे हैं. आई वुड जस्ट लाइक टू पुट इट फॉरवर्ड. जी बिल्कुल, हमारे बेटे की, हमारे भाई की शादी है और उनका जन्म है और उनकी प्राण प्रतिष्ठा है. तो हर एक हिंदू के बेटे की, भाई की प्राण प्रतिष्ठा का ये वक्त है. अगर आप ये समझ सकते होते तो आज इस तरीके की भाषा का उपयोग नहीं करते. Secondly, I would like to put it forward that the Aam Aadmi Party, who is now trying to show that they are very, very Hindu, are the same people whose leader, Rajendra Pal Gautam, spoke against Hindus, and they trying to convert Hindus in Buddhism. So they were the people who spoke on this. They are the same people, Arvind Kejriwal in Vidhan Sabha spoke against Kashmiri Pandits. So understand that. And they were the ones who mocked them. And they also said that Diwali and firecrackers should not be used and would not be used. And when they talk about, they not only talk about this, they talk about the hospital should not be made. It should be a mandir should be not be made, but the hospital should be made. Why? Because they do not believe in temples, but they believe in Buddhism, they believe in Muslim, they believe in Christianism, all ism they talk about. They forget that when they talk about Hindus, they talk about Astha. Now, these Chunvi Hindus versus Hindus. The Chunvi Hindus who believe that they should be talking about votes. For us, it has always been the prima facie. You talk about Hindu, people talk about it's BJP. So they say that, but BJP is not the one who's giving invites. It's the VHP. It is the trust of Ram Mandir is giving the invites. And
fair enough.
Sir, to answer you, LK Advani ji has already been
I'll ask
called.
one question.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
Bilal, I'll come to
no,
you in just a bit, but
second.
I do want Miss
Just a
Mathur to
second.
respond.
Shivani, they all got so much of time.
Shivani,
1 second, Kapil, 1 second.
They all got so much of time.
Abhinandita,
So
Abhinandita, you want to respond to that? This is an important
very
question.
quickly.
Yeah,
I'll
Anuja, one
respond
second.
to-
Anuja, 1 second. There is a problem when in the run-up, when the decision was not final, these politicians, including leaders of your party, Arvind Kejriwal and Manish Sisodia at that time, were rubbishing the idea of the demand of a Ram temple by suggesting कि वहाँ पे hospital बना लो, वहाँ पे school बना लो. Now the same people today are waking up and they are devout Hindus and they are euphoric about the temple. They want to organize Sundarkand parts. You want the public to believe that?
तो शिवानी, जब देश में ऐसा माहौल हो, जब तक सुप्रीम कोर्ट का जजमेंट नहीं आया था, that an issue like this was dividing us. What we are seeking is Ram Rajya, where everybody is equal, where people have equal opportunities, जहाँ महिलाओं की इज्जत हो, जहाँ स्त्री और पुरुष को equal माना जाए, और ऐसी कई सारी बातें. That is what we are seeking. जब तक सुप्रीम कोर्ट का डिसीजन नहीं आया था और आपस में लोगों को लड़वाया जा रहा था, तब तक ऑब्वियसली कोई भी अच्छा हिंदू ये बोलेगा, कोई भी अच्छा भारतीय ये बोलेगा कि हमें और मुद्दों पे भी गौर करना जरूरी है.
That's not fair. So basically you've said that those who were wanting the Ram temple before the Supreme Court's judgment were bad Hindus.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
See,
That's not what I'm saying at all.
problem.
Shivani, what I'm
National
saying
क्या मतलब होता है?
National TV
I
should
thought
see
we had
this.
moved
National
ahead of
TV.
good Hindu, bad Hindu
No,
titles.
that is not what
Yes,
I mean.
yes.
You have to give me a moment to explain. That is obviously not what I mean. What I mean is that as a good Hindu,
What is a good Hindu?
A good Hindu is somebody who believes in Ram Raj.
Yeah.
A good
Believe
Hindu is
me,
somebody
she's
who
talking
respects
about
But
the
that
other
doesn't
Hindu
include
faith
demand
about
for
and
a
also
hard Hindu.
respects the other person's
These
faith.
are the people
So that
who
is what a
spoke
good
about
Hindu is.
Ram is
And
a
हमें
vegetarian or a
कोई
non-vegetarian. Imagine.
Then you
आज
should
की
stick
date
to
में-
that stand today
आज की
also.
डेट में got your point Shivani. If you आज की डेट में अगर एक्चुअली कोई राम जी के या अच्छे धर्म के कोई भी धर्म हो, धर्म के पाथ में
आप
चल
लोग
रहा
फेल
है,
हो
वो
चुके हैं.
एक्चुअली
So
अरविंद
don't
केजरीवाल
show-
जी आम
don't
आदमी
show
पार्टी
your
है,
Chunwi
तो
Hindu
एटलीस्ट
stuff,
लोगों
please,
के
to
पास
ma'am, to us.
अकाउंटेबिलिटी
You
रखते
guys
हैं,
have
एटलीस्ट एक
failed.
राजधर्म
You
में
guys are
बातें
not
हैं.
secular.
बीजेपी तो
We are the one
राजधर्म
who
को
are
भूल गई है.
secular.
क्या वो श्री
And
राम
I'm
के
telling
सीख
you,
को
Can I
याद
just
रखते
come in?
I
हैं?
am telling you one thing.
And just to
Modi
respond
ji,
to
if
what
Modi
Anuja
ji
said
is not
earlier,
secular,
and to
if Modi
respond
ji
to
is
what
not
Anuja
secular,
said
please,
earlier
I
about
am
breaking
talking
शादी, भाई
about
आप लोग
no.
आप लोग आज से नहीं, आप लोग बहुत सालों से इसको ऐसा बनाना चाहते
2024.
हैं.
We are
अनुजा
coming
जी,
back
आपका नाम अनुजा है,
with
मेरा नाम
everyone,
अभिनंदिता है. It is more
with
sanskritized,
everyone. We are
more
in the
like as
same
Hindu
page.
as your name.
A secular
One second.
party is coming
Can I
back
just
with
come
good
in? Can I
governance.
just come in? I think it's absolutely
don't
passé.
show.
And it's absolutely wrong to be getting into the discussion of good Hindu and bad Hindu anymore. I'm sorry to say this is exactly the politics that the country has rejected, that the country is fed up, because there are no questions over any other faith. The very fact that you said that we should focus on other issues till that Supreme Court judgment came and it was dividing us. Why is that sermon only
Lord
given
Ram,
to Hindus in this country?
Lord Ram is not merely an entity.
No, please
Lord
don't
Ram
just
is a way of
quote
life.
Lord
Ram
Ram when
has
it suits
teaching.
you, when it's
Lord
used
Ram
as a
has,
stick
you know,
to
has
beat
a
Hindus
philosophy.
into not voicing their concerns. I'm sorry. Abhinandita,
No,
this is a
Shivani, that
problem.
is absolutely not what
Ram
I said.
Rajya and Lord Ram cannot be used as a stick to keep Hindus in check. That see, this is what Lord Ram stood for. So you should better not ask for this.
No.
This is divisive. This is communal. You should ask for this instead, that instead. If that is your belief, then you please stick to that belief today. Question
Not
is
at all,
exactly
not at
this.
all. That is
Why
not our belief.
the
And
change in
once the
stance?
honorable-
If you
once the
believed a
honorable
school or a
Supreme Court-
hospital was better
once
at
the
this
honorable
site,
Supreme
you should have the
Court gave-
conviction to
okay.
say yes. We would have rather built a
We
school
are
or a
all-
hospital.
we are all very, very, very happy that this is happening. There is no question or
Yeah,
no
but a good
doubt.
Hindu should not have asked for it. That is what your stand was. You just said
No,
that
that is
on the
not-
show.
No,
Now you can
yes,
change
that
your
is not
mind
what I'm
because the
saying.
Supreme
A good
Court has
Hindu
given
should
the
not
judgment.
make people
But how would that
fight.
Supreme Court judgment
A
have
good
come
Hindu
about
should
if
not-
bad
a good
Hindus
Hindu
had
should
not
not
fought
forget
for
about
it?
the actual
Please,
responsibilities in their son.
Abhinandita, think about it. If bad Hindus who were harping on a Ram temple had not harped on a Ram
Shivani,
temple,
don't pick on
how would
words.
the Supreme
Please,
Court give a judgment?
Don't pick
The
on a
judgment
word.
would
I
never
got
have
what you're
come.
saying.
No,
Don't
you
pick
said
on
it.
the word.
You
I
said
got what
कोई
you're
भी
saying.
अच्छा
ask
Hindu.
her who
No,
are
you
bad
said कोई
Hindus.
भी अच्छा
Ask
Hindu.
her.
I have not misquoted you. I think that analogy is something we have heard before. But I want to give both Kapil and Bilal 30 seconds each. Kapil, yes, very quickly. Kapil is okay. We'll try and get him back. Bilal Khan, you wanted to
One
come in.
question to Anuj. Yeah. I'm just asking one question to Anuj. जी, where is मुरली मनोहर जोशी जी, where is उमा भारती जी, and where is शंकराचार्य जी, जिनको होना चाहिए, जो हमेशा से फाइट रहे, उनको वहां होना चाहिए, उन लोगों को इनविटेशन नहीं दिया आपने। और आप बात कर रहे हैं राम मंदिर इनविटेशन, बेटा बाप कोई कह रहा है उसका जन्मदिन, इन्हीं चीजों में अटके रहेंगे। और आम आदमी पार्टी वाले कहाँ बात करते हैं?
अभी तो आप द्रौपदी मुर्मू जी के लिए पूछ रहे थे।
पड़े हुए हैं,
अभी तो आप द्रौपदी मुर्मू जी के पूछ रहे थे। So don't you think the invitation is with her? Sir,
बीजेपी
don't play
politics.
politics. Everybody is there and everybody has got the invitation. We don't have to come to you and prove that whose invitation we are giving or not.
The
Okay,
whether who
so
has
you
been
make
invited
sure on
and not
this.
been invited, that's a
It is
separate
not
matter.
by
And
the
that
BJP who's
debate we've
invited.
held.
It
One
is the
second,
Ram
one second.
Mandir Trust
The
who's
issue
invited.
today, Anuja,
So you
the issue
please-
today I'm discussing.
BJP is playing politics in that.
We
Ram
are
Mandir
just
also is
talking
Modi show,
nonsense.
Modi show, not even you.
Why it is a Modi show?
This
Why
is
it is a
totally
Modi
Modi
show?
show.
Why do you think it is a Modi show?
Yes, sir.
It is a Hindu show,
Where is
sir.
Shankaracharya?
You live in
Shankaracharya,
India.
जो वहाँ के आपके
You are in
मालूम है,
Bharat.
उनको
You
करना
should be.
चाहिए, but
You should.
you're
Are
not
you not a part of India? Are you
One
not a part
second,
of
one
India?
second.
I'm a
Are
part
you
Let's
of
not
not a
make
India.
this
Bharatiya?
personal against
Are you
each
not a
other. Can I just
Bharatiya?
have Anuja
Are you
with me?
not a
Bilal,
part
just
of
hang
India?
on. Bilal, just hang on.
India.
Anuja, the question
Uma
is just
Bharti
this.
is playing.
More and more parties, and this is
What
not a
for Monday?
recent phenomenon that we witnessed in the run-up to January 22. We have seen this change happen over the last 6-7 years with the ascendancy of the BJP, one could argue, that more and more parties feel the need to play that quote-unquote Hindutva card, whether it's the Congress, whether it's the Aam Aadmi Party. Some do it more explicitly, some do it more implicitly. That is, at least the BJP would be happy that the core culture of Indian politics is changing. Or do you believe that this is all dubious devotion? That this is actually not devotion, this is just, keep dawning on that devotion because it suits the agenda today.
I don't think so. There is any kind of saying that it's suiting the agenda. Do you believe that we need to take any agenda? We are the people who talks on development. We talk upon niti, niyat and netritva. We have a neta. So believe me, please tell me, why would Modi ji need to do any kind of a propaganda?
No, I'm not saying, I'm saying the opposition today feels compelled to play the quote-unquote soft Hindutva card. Are you happy about it? You feel that, okay, great, they're coming around, they're accepting that this was the right way to be, that India didn't need to be the kind of secularism, didn't need to be the kind of secular we were under Nehru? Or do you believe this is all an act?
First of all, Nehruji was not a secular. He never, stood with the Somnath temple. And secondly, when we
Only
talk about the opposition, I only believe, sir, allow me to speak.
What is
Opposition,
one by one,
opposition,
please.
when they,
Yes, Anuja, very quickly, I need to finish.
Nehru is not a secular.
Can I just have Anuja on air, please? Anuja, please.
When opposition is there, they are the ones who are just talking about Chunbi Hindus, because they are the ones who take out a Santa Claus dress on one day, then they wear some other dress. I want to say that please be secular. Then you are secular, then how can you talk about Hindu? How can you just talk counter Hindu?
Okay.
You talk about everybody. If you're secular, then you tell now that you are Hindu also.
Okay,
So
I'll leave it at
talking,
that.
you
I've
are
run
the
out of
ones-
time. I've run out of time. I do thank our guests for joining us.